A much needed fresh start is here with today's fall equinox. I was meditating this morning and I was hearing repeatedly in my head, your harvest season has arrived. Your harvest season has arrived. And as I was tuning into this energy and tuning into the message itself, I was feeling into what spirit really was meaning and how this harvest was going to show up. Now, while the harvest is going to show up differently, of course, for each of us, one thing is for sure. The harvest that is coming is bigger than you expect. The harvest that is here for you is earned, I'm hearing, meaning that you have done significant inner work, inner alignment, I'm hearing, that is going to be made visible through this harvest. You are always worthy. However, you are not always energetically aligned. And so this message speaks to that energetic alignment, not only energetic alignment, but it's also an alignment of your inner feelings, your inner world, the way that you have been seeing yourself, the way that you have been feeling about yourself. This is about mindset alignment, and it's also an alignment of certain actions that you have been taking. So it's like this combination of different things, mind, body, spirit, emotion, matter, and all of it combined is what is now coming into fruition. It is what has transpired or has become the fruits of your labor. So you are calling in something not only big, but life-changing, transformative. A new experience based on the newness of who you have become. So this is nothing more than merely a reflection of who you have become. And I'm hearing that it may have taken you a while to get here, but it was never about how long this was going to take you. It was always about moving through the process of change and transformation, of healing, of release, of detachment, of surrender, which has built up this accumulative energy that we call transformation. So there has definitely been a process that you have been moving through. Dark night of the soul, I'm hearing. There has definitely been significant shadow work that you have been willing to undertake. Some of you, I feel like, were sort of pushed into that shadow work, or kind of like fell into that shadow work through falling into that, what we call in human terms, rock bottom energy. So that is what has led you there. But Spirit is saying it actually doesn't matter, because every soul has a different journey and every soul is going to experience transformation in a different way. Some people can experience it very quickly overnight, while other people, it takes them weeks, months, years to get to the same place. But Spirit is saying all of it is okay. There's no right and wrong. So there's no need to focus on that. As a matter of fact, the faster you let go of how long something took you, the faster you can move into your new experience. Because it really truly doesn't matter. The universe doesn't count time. It doesn't measure time in a linear fashion the way that we do, right? But right now, during today's equinox energy, what I feel most strongly is this message of balance, this message of harmony that you have arrived at. And I'm hearing from Spirit, like, be proud of yourself. Be really, really proud of yourself. Because it took a lot for you to get here, to reach this point within yourself. And that type of work is not something that a lot of people are willing to take on. Because it is difficult. Because it does bring up a lot of challenges. Because there is a lot of overcoming that needs to happen. But you have arrived. You have made it. You have aligned, I'm hearing, with the blessings that you were always worthy of. You just simply didn't resonate with before. So as I sit here, I feel this inner peace, this resonant frequency of harmony. And it feels joyful. It feels like this release type of energy. So you may have gone through a lot of release, a lot of letting go. Some of it I'm seeing with resistance. So there are a lot of things that you have let go of, even things that you were resisting to let go of. But like bit by bit, day by day, you kept releasing, you kept letting go. And in all of this releasing and letting go, you have been making space. And now I'm seeing you've created so much space around you and within your energy field that there is ample room to receive this harvest. Because you have to keep in mind that we are always, and each and every single one of us is a container. Like we are always holding a container for ourselves. That we are a container. And how much your container can hold always depends on how much baggage you have. And the more baggage one has, meaning the less healed that they are, the more emotional wounds, the more things that like trigger them, the more, buttons you hold on to, the less capacity you have to hold bigger things in your life. Because your container is simply too full to hold anything that is or would be considered substantial in human terms, right? So anything really big when we have like big life changes, like all of a sudden a huge rush of abundance comes in, or a huge rush of wealth, financial abundance, prosperity, or like, and I'm hearing this could even be like a significantly higher paying job, for example. Like to hold the capacity, to have the capacity within you, to receive that, to have that come into you, all the junk has to be cleared out of the way. Emotional junk, of course. Sometimes physical junk as well, because that can really hold us down too and hold us back. And it can really hold energy, right? Having a lot of stuff holds energy. And that can hold a lot of stagnation, because when you're not using things, then that holds a stagnant energy. So whatever you have been clearing out has been making significant space for something very big and very powerful to come into your life. For some of you, this is going to be a relationship where you have completely put down and released any baggage that you carried or accumulated over your lifetime from different relationships that you have had. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be all relationships that have impacted you in a negative way. That baggage accumulation from each of those experiences have been now released, transmuted. They have been let go. They have been healed. They've been forgiven. I'm hearing. And all of that release has really made space to hold new, and not only new, but like significantly higher frequency connections in the form of friendship, in the form of compatible relationships, partnerships, business partnerships. So there has definitely been a significant clearing that you have moved through. And that significant clearing has now allowed this massive harvest to be within your container, to join you in the material world, to manifest and to show up in your physical reality. And I'm hearing this is going to be playing out for all of like the fall season and moving, because I'm seeing even December all the way well, actually, yeah, because winter doesn't officially begin until December 20th. So from now, from like September 22nd to December 22nd, I think somewhere around there is the first day of winter. This entire fall equinox season is going to be your harvest season. So you are going to be experiencing so much growth, so much expansion, so much receiving. I'm hearing like it'll almost be overwhelming in a good way, in a good way. And your only task at this stage of the game is just to hold the frequency, is just to maintain the frequency that you have created within yourself, to let yourself continue living in this frequency of abundance, in this frequency of freedom, of joy, of clarity, because that is going to matter way more than any action that you can take. Not only that, but your actions are going to come from this very aligned, very joyful place from within you. It's going to come from this high frequency energy, meaning that those actions are going to have a significantly stronger impact because they're so high frequency. So in this fall season, your priority, because you're now in your winning season, because you're now in your harvest season, your priority is to maintain and to be in this beautiful, joyful energy and place within yourself, to continue living in that energy within yourself and taking action from that. So this means that your actions are going to be based in love. They are going to be based in compassion. They are going to be based in this very clear knowing and understanding of your own rhythm. So it's like you're going to be taking action from your own personal cycles. And these personal cycles, especially for women, very much correlate with moon cycles, right? They very much correlate with you moving from a deep knowing of like when to act and when to pause, when to rest. And during times when you have high energy or more energy than you usually do, that's when you need to be more productive. That's when you go all in and really do more than you would normally do, or that you would have the capacity to do during phases of your cycle when you have less energy, when you have less output availability. So I feel like I'm seeing this infinity symbol of this just complete harmony, this complete moving and living from clarity, from knowing when to move, when to rest, when to pause, and moving and living from this total equilibrium. So because there is this balancing of light and dark on today, like on this very special day of the fall equinox, I feel like that's one of the main messages that are really coming through, is that we're going to be living from a more balanced state moving forward. and that we have already been working towards creating this balance within us for a long period of time. For some of us, a long period of time. For some of you, like I said, months and years. And then for some of you, maybe just weeks, maybe just days. But either way, regardless, the main message here is that to receive the bounty, to receive the harvest that you have worked so hard towards through doing that inner work, through really committing to your own personal growth, to overcoming aspects of yourself that you were not in resonance with or not in harmony with, or that you really didn't like about yourself. You are truly being rewarded now in this fall season, and not just by the universe, I'm hearing, but by yourself. Like, you are rewarding yourself. You are giving yourself permission to receive. You are also giving yourself permission to be who you truly are, to exist from this authentic version of yourself, because your authenticity is what is most magnetic. And that you are leveling the playing field is what I'm hearing. Like, you are creating an energetic ripple effect in the collective energy field of human consciousness that you don't even fully understand. Like, you don't even see the full capacity of the effect that you moving through this inner transformation, that you arriving at this inner transformation is creating. So it's a very profound time. This is a very profound period where the new beginnings that you have been waiting for are now arriving. And they are arriving because you didn't cheat your way to them. You worked your way to them. And I'm seeing this elevation of like certain humans, certain people, certain souls. So I feel like certain souls are being elevated at this time through this fall season, while other souls are going to stay the same. And then there's going to be other souls who are actually going to be sinking to lower levels of consciousness. But I feel like the collective or the group, maybe even just a small group of people that I'm tapping into right now, that I'm talking to, you are elevating. Like, you are definitely moving up on the graph. Like, I can see it as, like I said, it looks like a graph of like different columns, like pillars, and individual people standing on these pillars. And then some of them are being like pushed up, like I'm hearing like rocket speed, like very, very quickly moving up and jumping up. Or being elevated, or others are going to stay the same or fluctuate or move up, but maybe at a slower pace. And then again, while others are going to be sinking or moving down into lower states of consciousness. So there's a variety of things happening here on a spiritual level, on a consciousness level. But if you have made it this far in the video, and if what I'm saying to you is resonating with you right now, then you are one of the ones that are elevating. And I'm hearing rapidly. You are going to be elevating very, very rapidly through this fall season. This is your harvest season. This is when everything that you have worked for pays off. When the things that you have desired for a long time that felt out of reach are going to suddenly show up, are going to just suddenly be in your life like that from one day to the next. So like I said, make your 100% number one priority your frequency, your energy, your consciousness. That is your priority. Maintain that priority where every single day, that is what you give your most attention to, where you are paying attention, you are mindful of how you are feeling, the thoughts that you are thinking, and the emotional reaction that you are having as a result of those thoughts. Keep them high vibrational, keep them in winning season, keep them in the mindset I'm seeing money rain. Keep them in the mindset of just incredible amounts of reward coming in. And you are going to see it. It is showing up in your tangible life, in your physical 3D reality, in your bank account, in your surroundings, in your friendships, or in your relationships, I should say. It's just going to show up because you've done the work. So I want to congratulate you for doing the work. I want to congratulate you for moving through this process, because I know it has not been easy. And I know that you have had many, many nights and many days where you felt lonely, where you felt empty, where you questioned whether everything that you were doing was even making a difference. But this is the season where you are receiving proof that it absolutely has been making a difference. So that's the message that was coming through loud and clear in my meditation this morning on this beautiful fall equinox. It's actually been a very, very warm day. And I feel like even the warmth of today was very representative of the warmth that is here now in your life for you to experience even more of. Thanks so much for watching. If you resonated with this message, or if you feel like someone you know would resonate with this message, definitely share the message with them. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to work with me, you can check out the description box below for the link. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care.